It's time for round 3 of my bank box battle with Nickels. Hey everybody, it's Rob with RobFindsTreasure, and we are already on round 3 for my bank box battle series with Nickels. Now, as you know, this is series 2. Series 1 completed about a month and a half ago, and we jumped right into it, and we're on round 3 already. Wells Fargo's taking the first 2 rounds and running away with it. Right now, they're averaging 47.3 points per box. We've got B of A second at 36.3, and Chase holding up the rear at 31.8. That being said, I thought, why not do it in the order they came in, but reverse. We'll kick it off with Chase, then B of A, and then go to the leader, Wells Fargo. I'd rather end on a good hunt, maybe, than start off with the best boxes and then work my way down. That's being a little bit presumptuous. We don't know what's in these boxes. We do know that there's circulated nickels in every box because I've checked them, and I'll tell you, it was hard to get a Wells Fargo bank box that wasn't 2019 D uncirculated this week. I had to get 4 boxes to finally get one that was circulated that I could hunt for this bank battle. So, it's been a week. I've been waiting on these, and I can't wait to get started. So I'm going to stop talking, and we're going to kick it off. On top of that, I'm using my new mats today. I've added the Nic-A-Date Buffaloes. I've added the war nickels to the mat. Everyone's always asking me, how do I know if they're silver war nickels? I've got a picture of them on the back, and I've got the years listed and some descriptions on them. Plus, the semi-keys are critical because in this series now, I have semi-keys listed. All right, enough of that. Let's get this hunt started and see if we got any goodies. First roll from Chase on the board early with the 1940 nickel here. And it's a 40 Denver. All right. First find, first roll. Second roll, second find, second 1940. This one's Philadelphia. Roll 5, and this is an exciting find. Boom. A Buffalo. I'm not sure I'm going to get a date on it, but I will take a Buffalo and roll 5. Could have a mint mark too. I can't tell if that's damage. That's looking like damage to me. Yeah, definite ding there. It almost looked like a D was there. It's just a ding damage. It's not a D damage. It's a ding damage, I believe. All right, let me mess with this a little bit, see if I can wipe it down, see if I can get anything off it. If I can't, which I don't believe I can, I'm going to have to Nic-A-Date it and see if I can get a date. Well, we had to Nic-A-Date it, and check it out. First year Buffalo, 1913. You can just make out the 1-3. 1913. I didn't leave Nic-A-Date on long, so I don't want to really ruin the way the coin looks. If you use it just for a few seconds, it doesn't keep a completely destroyed front, and that's what I did. And I double checked by wiping away where the mint mark damage was. No mint mark. So, if it would have been a 1913 D Variety 2, because that's what this is a Variety 2 nickel. You can tell because on the back, we have the flat mound. If this was a raised mound here, a little bit higher up at a more of an incline, then it's a Variety 1. Now, the key date find is a 1913 S Variety 2. That's a Variety 2. It is a 1913. No mint mark. Semi-key, 1913 D. So, it's just your average 1913 Variety 2 Buffalo nickel. The good news is, any Variety 2 1913 Buffalo nickel fetches a little bit of a premium. In G4 condition, this would be a $10 book value coin, probably realistic value $5. Because I've Nic-A-Dated it, it's only about $1 now. But it would have only been about a 50-cent nickel had I not Nic-A-Dated it. So we raised the value by 50 cents Nic-A-Dating it. Although had we had a clean date, we would have had 5 times the value. Still, Buffalo nickel early on in the box. Thank you, Nic-A-Date. Let's go find some more. Just cracked in a roll 6. Second coin down is another 1940. This one's another Philadelphia. And almost a semi-key date Jefferson, a 1952 S. So far the box is producing some good finds. Roll number 11. We've got a Canadian nickel in the box. Don't see him too often. A little bit more often than I used to, but not too often. 1993. Roll number 12. Second coin down. 1939. Is there a mint mark? Of course there's not. Let's check it for doubling. Can I find another one? Nope. No DDO on this one. Still, 1939 and a 1913 Buffalo with some early finds. Could be a good chase box. Just grabbed roll 18 out of the box. Did a quick peek because it looked old, and it's another 1940 ender, so it's going to be 1940 number 4. 1940 ender is another Philadelphia with quite the chip out of it. Let's take a look at that under the scope. That's an odd chip, isn't it? Not sure if that's a defective planchet or post-mint damage. Probably post-mint damage. I'm going to guess post-mint because there's other damage on the back of here. Still, odd find. We'll set it to the side because it is a 1940. And we'll get back to the hunt. 54. I knew it looked old, if I can hold on to it. 1954 out of Denver. Just pulled out roll 26. Got another ender here. This one's a 1948, I believe. Yep, 1948 Denver. You've seen better days, nickel. You've seen better days. Roll 34. Found another 40s nickel, and this one's a 1947 out of Denver. Roll number 35. We've got another 40s nickel here, and this one's a 1941 Philadelphia. Well, we finished the chase box of nickels, and you know what? We didn't get any silver, but it wasn't without finds. We did get 16 in the 50s. We got 7 in the 40s. We got one 1939 no mint mark. I'll take it though. We did get a first year 1913 Buffalo nickel that I needed a Nic-A-Date, unfortunately, but didn't have a mint mark. Would have been nice to have a mint mark on that 13, but it happens. We also found 5 2009s in a Canadian. And then, of course, this one just needs to retire. Still, not a bad amount of finds. Chase is going to kick it off pretty strongly. Now that we finished Chase, it's time to move on to B of A, see if they can do better. All right, let's get into this. The B of A box is off to a slow start, and the box is falling apart, so I had to put a little spacer there so the rolls didn't keep flying around and I lose track of what roll I'm on. But anyway, we're on roll 14, and we finally got our first 40s nickel of the box. It's a 1947 S at least. So we're on the board with the 40s nickel. I have a couple of 50s and an 09. So light on the finds, 4 out of the first 14 rolls. Same roll, at least we got a second 40s, a 1946. It's worn pretty good, but it is another find. Roll 27, finally going to get another 40s nickel. It's a 1940 Philadelphia. And I'll tell you, these nickels are dirty today. But hopefully the box heats up. We're just now kicking off the second half of the box. You never know. I might just be optimistic here. But let's keep looking and see if we find something worth showing you guys again. Roll 36. Got another 40s nickel. This one's a 1948 out of Denver. Roll 44 is going to start heating us up a little bit. We just pulled a 56D. And now we got a 1946 Philadelphia. And on top of that, right, a few coins later, I see a 41. And that might have a mint mark. Just damage. 41p. Roll 49. You can see how dirty these rolls are. We did find another 40s nickel. Another 1946, unfortunately, out of Philly. Well, I'd be lying if I didn't say I'm glad I finished that box. Those rolls were terrible. They were shedding paper all over my mat, all over me. The nickels were dirty. We got nothing old, but we did have some finds. We got 3, 4, 5, 9 from the 50s. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 from the 40s, and 5 2009s. That's it. Nothing special like war nickels, buffaloes, V nickels, no proofs, no errors or varieties, really no foreigns, not even any AU type circulated coins to even pull out and check against my album. So tough hunt. Glad it's done. Time to wash my hands. I'm pretty sure Wells Fargo is going to beat that, and we know that didn't take chase. So B of A didn't have a good hunt this time. If I didn't know better, it looked like I got someone's dump bin for the most part, because a lot of these are not in that great shape either. All right. Hopefully Wells Fargo can redeem this nickel hunt and give us some goodies. We're on roll number 6, and I see an edge that I am a little excited about. It looks like it's a Balboa nickel, maybe? Cinco Centésimos de Balboa, 1993. Man, I thought it might be older by the back of it, but it's not. Wow. I saw an edge, got excited, but I knew it was a foreign. Got my favorite number on there, 5. And says Cinco. And I was born on Cinco de Mayo. What a cool coin. Too bad it's just 1993. Not too familiar with Panamanian nickels. I'll have to do a little research on it, but still, really cool find. Holy cow. We'll take it. We're on the board with the foreign. Good sign. Maybe there's some more goodies in this box. Roll 5, we're going to have our first nickel from the 40s. It's a 1941 out of Philadelphia. And I just happened to spy a different color back here. Just want to double check it. I knew it was older, but thought it might be a war nickel for a second. It's not. It's a Toasty 57 out of Denver, I believe. No doubter. We'll keep it as part of the finds for now and get back to the hunt. Roll number 8, second 40s find of the box. It's a 1940 Philadelphia. Same roll, another foreign nickel. Commonwealth of the Bahamas, 1987 with the pineapple. A couple of cool foreign finds so far in the box. Makes me happy. Let's find some old US coins though. Roll number 9. They're doing it to me again. 1939 nickel here. First we'll check it to see if it has a mint mark. And of course it doesn't. I don't find them with mint marks, but let's pray that we've got some doubling on here. Let's take a peek. Yep, no doubling on this one. Still fun to look every time. Just damage. Still, 39p in the box. We'll take that all day. We have a 39, a 40, and a 41. It's good to see some early ones. Roll number 11. Another 40s nickel. 46. So now we've grabbed pretty much the years before and after silver. Let's fill in some silver spots next. Roll 12. Well, I guess we didn't completely fill in the non-silver spots between 41 and 46 because there was the transition year 42, and we've got a 42p right here, non-silver. Wish it was a 42D so I could check it for the D over horizontal D, but I'll take a 42. Now there's no more spots left. Well, roll 28 is going to be a dandy. Slide them down and look what we see here. We got a buffalo nickel. Is there a mint mark? It's got some gunk. I don't think there's a mint mark. Yeah, no mint mark. And all the legs are there. Let's pray there's a date. Ooh, that's rough. That's rough, but I might be able to squeeze a date off there. Maybe not. Maybe not. Really hard to tell. Let me wipe this down a little bit. See if I can extract a date on there. And if I can't, you know the drill. We'll get out the Nic-A-Date. And it is a type 2 or variety 2 because it is the flat mound. Well, we had to use Nic-A-Date, and You can see it there, 1919. So a teens Buffalo, but again, no mint mark. Still, about $1 is the value in this condition, maybe 50 cents. I wanted to find the date. We did, no problem. It popped. 1919, Philadelphia minted, Buffalo nickel in the box. Roll 31, another 40s nickel, 1941, Philadelphia. Roll 36, another 1941. And this one is Denver. Roll 38, guys, and I'm pretty excited because I just slid this one down and I catch the back of a Buffalo. Is there a mint mark on this bad boy? It's a type 2. And there might be a Denver mint mark on this one. There is. There is a Denver mint on this one. Am I going to have to Nic-A-Date it, or will it have a date? Oh, man. Let's take a closer look with the microscope here. Man, I don't know. And it would be really nice if it's a 1913 Variety 2 D or a 1914 D. We can only dream. Let me go ahead and see if I can extract the date with my loop. And once again, if I can't, you know what we'll be doing. For some reason, it's just feeling like there might be a date there, like it's a 23D or something. I'll have to take a look. Let me take a closer look at it. I'll bring you back in. Well, unfortunately, I had to Nic-A-Date it, and there was some damage which made me have to Nic-A-Date it twice. So it's a little bit darker than I would like. But the good news is, it's a 1925D. 1925D is almost a semi-key date, but it's not. Too bad I had to use 2 coats of Nic-A-Date on it. And it's in terrible shape, but here's the good thing. I didn't have it. I don't have a 1925D in my book. I've got a bunch of nickels that I need to Nic-A-Date still, and maybe I can get one a little better than this, but I don't have a 25D. If it was in very fine shape, these sell for about $5 to $8 if it was in very fine. It's not in very fine, and it's been Nic-A-Dated, so again, $1 or $2 at best. Still, I don't have a 25D. It's going to put a spot in my Buffalo book that's going to be filled now, at least temporarily, and I'm happy with that. And more importantly, 2 Buffaloes in the box. I haven't had a box with a couple of Buffaloes in a while. That feels good. And we still have 12 rolls and a chance at maybe a third or a silver. Roll 43. Got a 1941 out of Denver. And I think I see another one back here. Looks a little old. Yep. 1946, San Francisco. Roll 48 is going to produce a 1948 out of Denver. Roll 49, another 41 nickel out of Philly. Well, we finished that box of Wells Fargo nickels, and it's going to be a tight run between Wells Fargo and Chase. We did get 2 Buffaloes in this box, which is great, but Chase did get one as well, but Chase had a lot more 50s. This one had more 40s, and they both tied on the extra fines. Still, 5 in the 50s, 10 in the 40s, 1 in the 30s, 2 Buffaloes, including a 1925 Denver. Can't get mad at that. And a couple of cool foreigns. So let me get these plugged into the stat sheet, and let's see who wins round 3 of the Bank Box Battle for Nickels. Well, we've got the stats plugged into the stat sheet, and once again, Wells Fargo 3 times in a row won the round. 48.5. Chase almost took it at 48, and B of A held up the rear at 29.5. So once again, Wells Fargo pulling further ahead, 47.7 points, destroying Chase by over 10 and obliterating B of A. We're only 3 boxes in, so it's anyone's game, but Wells Fargo won it last time, snuck it away from Chase at the end. Chase has got some work cut out for them. Can they catch up? We'll have to see. Hopefully you're enjoying my Battle of the Banks with Nickels. If you are, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting and thanks for watching.